It's been a while I didn't come live, so every time I'm away for a while and I come back, I feel a little shy at the beginning, but then I get used to it. So I hope you're all having a nice Sunday, a good weekend. Here in London, it's starting to feel a little bit like, you know, autumn, which is nice, but it's too soon for that. But anyways, it's been a nice afternoon, so I thought I'm going to come live to talk to you about the courses that are starting soon in September. So if you have some time, stay, just ask whatever questions you have. Honestly, just type them here so I can answer any questions you have. So yeah, I'm just gonna immediately start talking about it. I'm not gonna just take a lot of time. Just stay with me for like maybe 10 minutes, I would say, because here in this video I'm gonna explain everything you need to know about each course level. Okay, so to start with, we are beginning on September 15. So the courses are running from September 15 to December 14. So it's in total around 50 hours, the full course, which is quite intensive. So we will be meeting every Monday, Wednesday and Saturday, and each session is 1 hour and 15 minutes. And the Saturday sessions are optional, but of course I recommend them. Like, why would you miss a session if you have it part of the course? Because Saturdays are like the revision session where we go ask questions, etc. So there are 5 available levels this term. I intend to open 5 levels, of course, if every class has enough people. Hi, Wa'ul. So I'm going to start by explaining the Absolute Beginners course. So I'm opening this semester Absolute Beginners, General 1, General 2, and Maintenance, which is also the advanced course. In the pre-recorded you have the same options, plus you also have the General 3. So let's talk about them. What is the Absolute Beginners? Of course, when I say the courses, I mean the Lebanese Arabic courses, okay? So what is the Absolute Beginners Lebanese Arabic course and who is it for? It's great for you if you are someone who has zero exposure to Arabic, you never studied Arabic, or maybe you know a little bit of Arabic. Maybe you have a family, or you married to someone you're married to an Arabic person, or you have an Arabic boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, and you want to start learning. It's perfect for you. So what do we do in this course? We start by basic conversations. We start doing a lot of pronunciation. Why? Because the most important thing when you're learning a language, in my opinion, is pronunciation. Because it's important from the start to have nice and clean pronunciation. Because in the future, you can unlearn other mistakes, but pronunciation, bad habits or good habits stay with us. So we really are doing like, I'm so like nagging you with the pronunciation, like all of these, so that you really have a nice flowing pronunciation in the future. So we focus a lot on pronunciation. We focus on basic conversations. For example, you learn to talk about your family, your environment, you describe your home, you talk about your jobs, you talk about basic things like, for example, sometimes if you're ordering a cafe or something, then we talk about, as I said, like family members. I'm remembering the topics in the course. Sometimes like if you're buying clothes or something like that, like really basic thing. Hi Annie, I missed you. So that's the Absolute Beginners course. So basic conversations, greetings, asking basic questions, etc. But what do I do at the same time? I introduce the letters very slowly and gradually. And when I say the Arabic letters, it doesn't mean we're learning them in the Fusha way. No, we're still using Lebanese Arabic, but we're writing things with the Arabic script slowly. So we start the course with the Roman alphabet because you don't know how to read and write. And I introduce, let's say, 3 letters today, and then 3 letters the next day, and then 3 letters the other day while we're learning to speak. So towards the end of the course, like without even noticing it, you're already finished with the letters, you know how to read and write, and you're having basic conversations. So it's very important. 1 second, there is a question, let me read it. It's not there, it's just general doubt. Recognize proficiently as those for I couldn't find it. I'm not understanding the question. Are you looking for a course? It's just general. Is there any kind of recognized proficiency test for Lebanese Arabic? No, you can do the test with me. I think I can do it for you. Yeah, but like in general for MSA, like MSA, no, I don't think there are any, because remember, Lebanese Arabic is something that is like not standardized. In the way I teach it, I try to standardize it as much as I can. And like, for example, the way we write things, sometimes it's right or wrong, etc. I try to write like a common, like a same way. But no, there are like no general tests that you can do unless you go to specific schools or specific like educators and stuff. Okay? So that's one thing. So let's go back to the courses. Please ask all your questions, but first, like, if it's directly to the course, and then wait and ask the other questions so my chain of thoughts doesn't get confused. Okay? So going back to the absolute beginners course, I was saying we introduced the Arabic letters at the same time. Now, sometimes I have a lot of people who tell me, oh, but I'm not interested in reading and writing. My purpose is really just to speak. Okay, maybe yes. Okay, I understand that. But for me, in the courses, I don't like to do that. Like, I find it more professional to teach also the reading and writing. Why? Because let's say you learned a bit, right? Okay, then how are you going to move to the next level? Let's say you became upper intermediate or upper beginner or intermediate or something like that, okay? You will need courses, you will need books. Hi, mommy. Everybody say hi to my mom. Okay, so you will need courses, you will need books, you will need resources, and all of these will be written in the Arabic script. Okay, there are some books, like in my book, for example, I wrote the everything in the Arabic script and the Roman alphabet, but it's not common. Like, for example, if you go to the next level of the course, the beginners, you won't be able to follow if you don't know the letters. So why not like get rid of this gap, because no matter how much you advance, at some point it will be important for you to also learn to read and write, unless you're lucky and you were born in an Arabic speaking family and you already know how to speak it. Okay, but if you want to learn it like academically, it's very important to also read and write. Okay, are we clear with this? So that's in the absolute beginners course. Now, what do we do in the beginners course, which is the second level course, beginners Lebanese Arabic course? In this course, like, it's one of my favorite courses actually, because it's very conversation heavy and we learn a lot of vocabulary, but not random lists. We're always learning vocabulary that we are using in context, in real life situations. So there's a lot of dialogues. Like, for example, let me remember some of the topics. If you are renting a car, if you are booking a hotel room, if you are ordering food in a restaurant, if you are talking about your preferences, if you are buying stuff from the grocer, okay? So all of these are real life conversations that we learn a lot in the beginners course. And in every course, hi Carlo, habibi. That's my nephew saying hi. So, and in every course, there is an equal amount of everything. Listening, speaking, reading, conversations, vocabulary, grammar. There should be all elements or aspects of language learning in every course. I am one of the people who are very pro grammar as well at the same time. Because like... for me, it's like the technique of the language, okay? Let's say, for example, if I go to a dance class and the teacher tells me, yeah, be free, dance, and I can move, but there will always be a time where I will need foundations, right? To be able to move properly, and then I can dance freely if I have the foundations, right? Same with the language. You need grammar, you need your conjugations, you need to clean your verbs. It gives you confidence to speak clearer and better. That's why it's very important to do some grammar as well. So, for example, in the beginners course, I cover like the basic tenses, the present tense, the present continuous tense, some fake verbs, etc. Okay? So it's very conversation heavy, very vocabulary heavy. And then we go to general one. General one is the most starting point of like proper confidence, okay? Why? Because in this course, we cover all the verb tenses. General one is level 3, basically, okay? So absolute beginners Lebanese Arabic, beginners Lebanese Arabic, and then you have general one, which is the third level course. This is the perfect course if you are someone, for example, again, who has a Lebanese family but you never really learned it, or you learned it but you need to clean your language. Maybe you're someone who learned Fusha and now you want to learn a dialect. This is also a good course for you to start. Maybe you did learn some Lebanese Arabic like properly in a course and now you want to continue. General 1 is a great place to be. What do we do in this course? Of course, it's very much, again, speaking, listening, expressing yourself, but we cover all the tenses. Like literally there's no tense we don't cover. Present, present continuous, past tense, simple past tense, past perfect, past continuous, the future tense, the conditionals, the unattained future, I call it, like I was gonna do something. Okay, so all those tenses. We also cover like big numbers, okay, which are very important if you go to Lebanon and you know the currency, you have millions and zillions and stuff because of the bad currency. So we also study these. So it's a great course to help you with your fluency because your verbs are gonna be like very nicely cleaned, okay? So that's general 1. Now we come to the 4th level, which is general 2. So absolute beginners, Lebanese Arabic beginners, general 1, general 2. General 2 is my level 4 course, okay? And in my opinion, it's the hardest course ever, probably in Lebanese Arabic, okay? Harder than general 3 and general 4 and maintenance. Why? Because it's a very, very technical course. We dive very deep into the technical aspect of the language. You have more complex conversations. We do, like, for example, we dive deep into verb forms, how you can create words. Let's say you know form 1 verbs, form 2, form 3, form 4 verbs, and then if you know the verb, maybe you can create the participle. If you know the participle, maybe you can create the verbal noun. It's very technical, very difficult course. I don't like to say challenging and stuff. No, it's a difficult course. Really, like, very good if you do it. So that's general 2. Now, once you finish general 2, it's a good feeling because then again you can start enjoying conversation courses without having to stop every now and then and remember the grammar, etc. Of course, we need to do it. Hi, Karun. We need to do that, but at the same time, we are done with the hard part. So we now come to General 3 and General 4 courses. These are courses, again, very conversation heavy, a lot of grammar, a lot of vocab, more than grammar, a lot of vocabulary, and lots of dialogues and conversations, of course, more complex than the previous lessons. Again, it's topics like we use in daily life. Maybe I'm going to the gym. How do I sign up for a gym? How do I submit a complaint to a hotel manager? How do I talk about a trip I did to whatever country, okay? But more in a complex way. And we also start incorporating lots of things from social media, like we watch videos, movies, talk shows, etc. So these are General 3 and General 4. This term I'm not opening General 4, but General 3 you can do it as a pre-recorded course. It's great. Now, when it comes to the maintenance course, it's a course I called maintenance. Why? Because a lot of students they completed all the courses and they want to continue learning and maintaining what they learned. We do the maintenance course, which is kind of like an advanced course. And in this course, a lot of times we follow like what's going on. Like there is something happening right now in Lebanon. Okay, what's happening on social media? What talk shows are really like now, trending or something. We watch them, we watch movies, we do songs, we break down songs, and of course we have lots of conversations too. So it's a course where it's a little bit of everything we learn and we continue to learn it. So it's unlike other courses. All other courses have like a structured program that we are following. But when we reach the maintenance course, it's more like, okay, what should we learn this week? I have these topics, let's do these. Okay, because we already completed the foundations of the language and now we're having fun with the language. So that's the maintenance or / advanced courses. So I quickly explained to you what each course is about. What else did I want to say? I think that's it for now. you have a general idea. Of course, if you're not sure about your level, there's a course form in my bio. You can fill it, send it to me. We can always have a phone call. I ask you a few questions in Arabic, like specific questions to see which level would be best for you. And based on that, I can recommend the right course level for you. So I think these courses are genuinely amazing courses if you're someone who's really interested in learning the language properly, because they're very, very well structured. I really think, just like whenever you want to learn anything else, learning a language should be the same. Yes, it's good to watch the things that we see on social media, on Instagram, on TikTok, on YouTube. But if you're serious about learning a language, it's very, very important to have structure. You should know what you're going to learn before you start learning it. You should see your course plans. Day 1, we're learning this. Okay, done, tick. Day 2, we're doing this. Day 3, we're doing this. So you have your milestones, and you have like a checklist, and you're achieving them. Okay? And that's how you measure your kind of like performance, or how you're advancing. I think that's it for today. So as I said, we're starting from September 15, it's a Monday, to December 14. It's a 3-month course, every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday for 1 hour and 15 minutes. The timetable is ready. It's somewhere in my Instagram, and also you will see it in the course form when you click on the course form. Or if you're not sure, you can just email me or leave a comment under this video. I'm gonna post it. It helps a lot if you were an ex-student. Leave a comment, let everybody know about your experience, so that they also, like, you help people make a decision as well. I think that's it for today. You know, I spoke really fast because I think I'm a little, like, you know, anxious. I'm speaking fast because I didn't come live for a long time. Sometimes this happens. So yalla, who has questions? If you have questions, yalla, ask me now before I go. So yeah, and if you leave a heart or comment, whatever, it helps a lot, because Instagram thinks it's a good video and it shows it to more people. Okay? If you have any questions, let me know. Let me scroll up to see if somebody else... Only one person asked a question. Yeah, I don't think there are more questions. So khalas, I'm gonna go. You can rewatch this video later on. Let me just remember if I said everything about the levels, what's inside each level. We can talk if you have questions, the times. I think that's it. Okay, yalla, it's enough. Yalla. Good night. Bye.